Quiet in Sussex County, moving along on the big roads, 113 and Route 1 north and southbound. A little bit of volume in Georgetown, a little bit in Millsboro. 24 starting to load up a tiny bit. Westbound coming down past the poultry plant to Millsboro, but not quite jam-packed. Looks good on Route 1 from Fenwick to Bethany, Rehoboth, Lewis, and Milford. Worcester County, good on 50 and 92 and from Ocean City. 589 good through Ocean Pines. 113 from Bishopville to Berlin. Newark, Snow Hill, and Pocomoke, okay there. And Wycomico County rolling fine on 50 from Willards to Pittsfield to Parsonsburg. Bypass around Salisbury, good, and 50 good to the Bay Bridge. Back to traffic for the Voice Radio Network.
Extra correspondent Jennifer Lammers, good morning.
Hi, Jen.
To you. How's it going?
Hey, it's Bill and Jessica. I don't know if you remember us or not. We've had you on before. Do you?
We are unforgettable.
Forgettable.
Right. Well, hey, look, first off, congratulations on all your success. The new season of Extra premiering. So that's definitely great. Big Emmy Award Sunday night. Got to talk about it. What do you think of the show?
I liked it. I thought it was, I thought they did a good job of keeping the accepting speeches brief. I like the addition of the banner at the bottom saying who these, winners they want to thank.
Right.
I thought that curved the time. But that said, there were a couple segments that didn't play, and I know that everyone today is talking about the Jimmy Kimmel thing. You're going to read that headline everywhere. For anybody who is listening and doesn't know what happened, here's a backstory. So when Quinta Brunson got up to accept her Emmy for comedic writing, and she's also the creator and the star of Abbott Elementary, which is a great show, deserves all the love in the world. Right before that, Will Arnett, and this is kind of as a sticky segment, dragged a lifeless Jimmy Kimmel on stage to present the category. Will joked that Jimmy lost like 12 years in a row in his category and had too many skinny margaritas, so he was passed out. It would have been funny if they just left it at that. But Jimmy stayed up there lying down on stage when Quinta got up to accept her Emmy. And I think people were put off by that in a big way. Not cool, kind of made it about yourself a little bit. That said, I do know that Jimmy Kimmel is a very strong supporter of Abbott Elementary, promoter, he loves Quinta. So maybe he didn't feel like that would have offended her too much. She kind of made a joke last night, I'm not mad tonight, but maybe I'll punch him in the face tomorrow. But that's all, if you look it up, that's all anybody's talking about when it comes to the Emmys. So, hey, say what you will, it was a talkable moment.
Now, when you're talking about being offended, you mean taking the attention off of her?
Almost like I'm going to let you finish Kanye West kind of deal, where you make it about yourself. Yep.
Yeah, I guess I can kind of see that. Is that just Kimmel being Kimmel?
Oh, definitely. It's definitely Kimmel being Kimmel. Yeah. But I think that, when you're dealing with Quinta Brunson and Abbott Elementary, any first of all, it won 2 Primetime Emmys. And I don't know if you've seen the show, but it's really good. It's genuinely good. And it's the little engine that could, because you're talking about a show. It's the only network sitcom that was nominated. The rest are on streaming services.
Okay.
And I think you're seeing the beginning of this just total domination of the streaming services.
Well, we're going to get in.
Abbott Elementary came out, and if they can win, that show is going to be a behemoth just for that reason alone.
What do you think of Kenan Thompson as a host?
I thought he was great. I didn't hear anything really good or bad about him. Nothing really controversial. He's a well-liked guy in Hollywood. SNL for many years, and he's just he has a likable way about him, and he's funny and he's kind. So I think he did a safe, good job.
I liked the Steve Martin Short. Going back and forth, Selena Gomez, them ragging on each other or whatever. I'm 41, so I don't know if that's old or not, but I grew up on.
If it is, then I'm old.
I grew up on Steve Martin Short, so seeing them, and I can't believe. They're a couple old guys now, but them, being there and cracking on each other, I thought was hilarious.
It's interesting. I feel like Steve Martin Short, Michael Keaton, all of these big names from, I don't want to say generations past, but it's kind of true. You have all these mega stars that are coming on the streamers and like just doing a great job, and like we're seeing them again, and we're seeing them win awards again, and they're in the mix again, and they're almost relevant again. So
yeah,
it's great for like a new generation. So it's kind of great to see that.
Well, some of our favorite shows. One, of course, you talking about streaming services. Ted Lasso won big.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you a Ted Lasso fan?
Love Ted Lasso.
Okay.
I talked to Brett Goldstein. You know, he won for Best Supporting Actor. And I said, what is it going to take for us to convince Jason Sudeikis to get another season? Because apparently, like, after this next coming season,
it's
done.
Wow.
And he said that he stands outside Jason's house every night with a big boom box. You know,
Right.
a la John Cusack. But yeah, I mean, I think the entire cast is trying to convince him to do another one, but he might be one of those people who just wants to go out on top. And there's nothing wrong with that either.
All right, well, let me ask you this. Since we're talking about different shows and stuff, how about Ozark? Do you think they should have won more? I don't know what they were all nominated for, but Ozark, Julia Garner, Best Supporting Actress in a Drama. I think that was one of the best shows of the year, in my opinion.
I've never seen Ozark.
What?
Oh my God!
I know.
He says
I
the
really
same
can't-
thing to me.
You guys are crazy. And Jen, you're supposed to be
Have you seen Succession?
never have.
Thank you. And I know this is my job. But you know what? There's too many shows out there, okay?
No, you're right. All right, let me ask you this.
There is.
How about Squid Game?
Another one I didn't watch, but I did talk to Lee Jung-jae, who made history last night.
Well,
he became the first actor in a foreign language show to win Best Actor in a Drama.
You know what's crazy
so we're seeing the renaissance of Lee Jung-jae.
You know what's crazy is that the shows on Netflix back. This is like, and I've talked about this on our show before. Back in the day, when my wife and I would like try to find something to watch, we turn on a show, and if it was closed captioning or the voiceover was like over top of the of the part where the mouth didn't match up or whatever in foreign language, we would always be like, nope, can't sit through it. But guess what? Those are the best ones.
Now he says they're the best.
They are. And look, I'm encouraging you, Jen Lammers, to watch Squid Game. This is your next show to watch.
You know why I didn't watch it? Because I don't like reading my shows.
Well, watch it. I'm telling you. No. They have the voiceover.
There's a dubbed over. I know there's a dubbed over version, but it's comical.
Watch it.
Have you heard like the tone and the cadence of the actors who were voicing over these shows? It's awful.
That's how I saw it. Is the voiceover?
That's how you saw it?
And that's
You
how we
still
love
liked
it.
Okay.
Yes. You know what else you need to watch? This has nothing to do with the Emmys. You need to watch High Heat on Netflix. That's another good one. And Echoes. Those are two good ones that you got to watch.
Echoes is good. Yeah. See, okay, but you're going to leave this interview thinking I don't watch anything. I watch Barry. I watch Euphoria. I watch, White Lotus was another good one. And Abbott Elementary. See?
Okay, all right. No, I was going to say.
That's all good.
I was actually going to be like right in the middle of this interview saying, yeah, she don't watch nothing. What are you talking about? Because we're big TV junkies in our house. We're big TV junkies. And then, of course, we have to mention Lizzo. Lizzo had an emotional speech last night, so that was something.
I loved her speech. It energized the crowd. It won for Best Competition Program, dethroning Amazing Race and RuPaul's Drag Race. This is the show's inaugural season, and it already won an Emmy, so she is off to the races. And honestly, I loved what she was wearing. It's a huge train on the back of the dress. Loved it.
Very cool. Jennifer Lammers, extra correspondent. Thank you so much. You always check in after the Emmys and the big award shows with us. New season of Extra Mondays. Check it out. Hey,
awesome.
That's great. Hey,
Thank you.
You're always great. Thank you so much for checking in. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Check out the all-new Old School Power